Hi, I'm Emmanuel Gales. I'm an audiovisual media producer and media business owner. BJK Production is bringing me in to teach about video post-production and showcase how the BJK tools can be useful in your videos. This is how you apply a LUT to a video clip inside of Final Cut Pro after you've already installed LUTs into Final Cut. Check the video description for a link to the video where I showed you how to install LUTs inside of Final Cut Pro. First, go to the effects browser and search for the custom LUT effect. Apply the custom LUT effect to the video clip in the timeline and open the video inspector. Make sure your video clip in the timeline is selected, and then you should see the custom LUT effect in the video section of the inspector. Go to the LUT drop-down menu and simply select your LUT. If you've installed a collection of LUTs as a folder, you'll find your LUTs inside a group. In my case, all the LUTs I have installed in Final Cut Pro were installed within a folder, which means they're all in groups. Let's take a look at the 35mm look LUT that's part of BJK's 20 Cinematic 4K color grading LUTs package. I simply click to apply the LUT, and it's applied at its default settings. You always want to use the Rec. 709 setting unless you're a professional who knows exactly what you're doing and you have a specific reason for using a different setting. As long as the input and output are set to Rec. 709, the only things you need to pay attention to are which LUT you have selected and how much of that LUT is being applied. Technical LUTs are often meant to be applied at full intensity, but creative LUTs that are used to create a dramatic effect on the image, those are almost never intended to be applied at 100%. When you initially apply a LUT, it will usually come in at 100% intensity. With creative LUTs, you should almost always dial back the intensity so that you're only getting a subtle impression of the LUT. Applying too much of the LUT will make the image look over-processed, distasteful, and amateur-like. You'll want to play around with the intensity of the LUT so that it looks appropriate for your image. In some lighting conditions with some cameras, you may want to apply slightly more of the LUT or slightly less of the LUT. Play around with the mix slider until it looks good to your eyes. Let's set the mix to 50% and look through some of the various LUTs that were part of this LUT pack from BJK. Something like this Adidas LUT might look good at around 30 to 50% intensity if I was filming an action movie and this was an intense chase or fight scene. If I crank the LUT all the way up to 100%, it looks overly dramatized and distasteful. When a LUT is applied in a subtle way, it can look dramatic, enhance the story, and make your video come across as cinematic and professional looking. However, in this particular scene where I'm addressing the camera as part of a tutorial video, I think the image actually looks better without any creative LUTs applied. Figuring out when and when not to use LUTs and figuring out how intensely to apply creative LUTs is a skill that you will develop along your filmmaking journey. Feel free to explore, feel free to make mistakes, have fun, and stay tuned to the BJK Production YouTube channel for more video production advice and information on the amazing products from BJK Production. BJK has plugins and tools for Adobe Premiere Pro, Apple Final Cut Pro, and DaVinci Resolve. Use promo code Emmanuel15 to get 15% off any order on bjkproduction.com. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos.